welcome back to another video. Hey, how you doing? If you're new, hey, welcome to the family. So today's video, as you can already tell by the title, is a pretty serious one. Pretty serious. It is my mental health journey / story time. Disclaimer, if I was about to say jiggling. If I'm giggling or like laughing or chuckling in this video, it's not because there's something funny. It's just because me like this. I'm not a serious person, especially when it comes to like me being vulnerable or like talking about my emotions or feelings and stuff. I can't help it. It's just like a natural reaction because I'm not used to this. I don't like it. No, I don't do that. So I'm gonna probably most likely be chuckling and like laughing and stuff, but it's not because anything's funny. It's just because I'm not a serious person. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so boom. This story started, the middle towards the end of my junior year in high school. Oh, I have no idea why. All I know is it just came out the blue, out of nowhere. Like, I was trying to rack my brain and trying to think of like what was going on at the time and what could have like triggered it or something, but nothing's coming to mind. Like, I really don't know. Like, it just came out of nowhere. So I think I was depressed, but I don't like to say like, oh, it was depressed, because like I never really got like for real diagnosed. I never really got like for real diagnosed, but that's what I feel like. I feel like I was depressed. So I don't even know how to tell the story, but we just gonna start from the beginning, I guess. I don't know. Like, it was junior year. Nothing was really happening. You feel me? Like, I was happy. I was cool. You know, my friends were nice. Everything was good. You know, everything was good. Everything was fine. And then, you know, it started happening. I don't really know like the beginning. I just know that it just started happening, and I started like I could feel myself withdrawing. There's a glare in my eye, and I keep trying to move over here, but like if I do, then it's gonna be out the camera frame. I'm gonna stay right here. But still there. Oh my god. Whatever. Y'all just ignore it. I could feel myself withdrawing from everyone. My friends were like, "Oh, you gonna spend time with me?" And my parents were like, "Oh, you gonna spend time with me?" And I was just like, yeah, because I don't want to. But like, I never said that. I was just like, oh my god, like I'm trying my best. Like, I really was trying though. Like, I was trying. Like, I didn't want anybody to feel left out, but I didn't want to be around anyone. So I was like, what the am I gonna do? Right? So that's just what was happening. Like, it was just hell. But then it got worse senior year. Senior year was hell. Bro, senior was rubbish. Like, every single day, every single hour of every single day, I just had like an overwhelming sense of sadness. Like, it was so overwhelming. Like, I have never experienced anything like that in my life, and I hope I never do again. Like, I wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy. It was terrible. It was horrible, and I didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know what to do, so I just kept it in. I didn't tell anybody what was going on. Nobody could tell that there was a difference, so it just was what it was. Like, I was just chilling, and every day it's just like, oh, I want to cry. Like, I want to cry, but then like, why am I crying, right? So I would just think to myself, like, when I get to cry, like when I was crying, sometimes it'd be like, you know, just like little like just teardrops, but sometimes I would really just be bawling like somebody died. And I would, in the midst of the tears, I would ask myself, bro, why are you crying? And I could never give myself an answer, but I just felt like I had to cry. Like, I needed to cry. But I never cried in front of everyone. Nobody really knew what was going on. Not even like my family. Like, nobody knew what was going on. They just all thought that like I just didn't want to spend time with them. And like, my mind didn't, but my body was trying to be like there for everybody. Like, I was trying to split myself in three to appease everyone, but all I really wanted to do was just sleep. Like, I just wanted to be in my bed and just sleep my life away. Yo, but yeah, so then I was thinking to myself, and I was like, yo, you can't be like this. So I was like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna go around my friends all the time, you know, maybe because, you know, your friends, they make you laugh, they make you happy. So I'm just like, okay, if I'm around them, you know, like all the time, I won't feel like this. So then I started lying to my parents. I was like, oh, I'm going to work, but I wasn't really going to work. I was going to go show my friends. And yeah, like I would go hang out with my friends all the time. And, you know, sometimes it would be okay. Like I wouldn't really be, I mean, obviously in the back of my mind, like I was thinking, oh, I just want to go home, but like I had to force myself to stay outside, because when I went home, I was just in my room and I would just be in my bed, and that's all I could think about. I couldn't do schoolwork. I wasn't really talking to anyone. I was just in my bed and I was in my head. And my parents were just like, oh, you just spend time in your room, you don't want to talk to anybody, and they were just talking, and then they just kept talking, and they would ask me to do chores, and they would send me to go do this, and they would just be yelling at me, and they would be mad. And that's not really what I was trying to be on. Like I was already going through stuff, and so I just didn't want to be around them. I didn't want to be around my siblings. I didn't want to be around any family, because I don't know, like I just didn't want to. So I would just be with my friends all the time, and we would go out, we would just chill, and everybody was like, my family members and stuff, they would be like, oh, you're trying to be like, when I would get caught, because I got caught pretty often, like, well, no, not pretty often, but I got caught, okay, like I got caught. So, and they would just be like, oh, you're trying to be grown, you're trying to be fast, you're trying to do this. And in my mind, I'm just like how you guys are just talking rubbish, like you don't even know what's going on, you're just saying nonsense. That's not the reason. The reason is because I'm freaking sad. Like I'm sad, right? But nobody asked. They just thought I was trying to be grown. I was trying to be an adult. But it didn't make sense, because like I'm about to go to college, and I know, like logically, normally I would know that if I act out, my parents are not gonna let me live on campus, and that's what happened. But like it didn't make sense. Like obviously I wouldn't try to sabotage my chances of living on campus if I was okay, right? Because that doesn't make sense. And that's what they kept saying, you don't know that you're not gonna live on campus, and I'm just like, yeah, like I freaking know that, but I don't want to be here. And my parents were just like, well, I know you like the back of my hand, and I know you more than you know yourself. My mother loves saying, I know you more than you know yourself, I know you like the back of my hand, I'm the one that gave birth to you. But I'm just like, well, she knows me like the back of her hand, then how come she doesn't know that something's going on? Exactly. Fast forward to the end of 12th grade, I wasn't going to class. Nope. I was not going to class. I was barely going to school. Like, I would just go to school and get my attendance so they don't go home, and then I would just dip. And I didn't want to be around anyone. I didn't want to be at home. I didn't want to be in school. I didn't even want to take a shower. I didn't want to shower. Because I didn't want to get out of bed. Like I didn't want to do anything. And showering was just such a strenuous task at that point to me. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to take a shower. I don't want to change my clothes. I don't want to walk. Like I don't want to walk. I don't even want to pee. Like I would lay in my bed until it felt like my bladder was about to burst before I went to the bathroom to go ease myself. Like I literally, I would not wish, bro. So anyway, yeah, nobody knew anything and nobody was asking me any questions, and I really wanted someone to ask me what was wrong, but nobody, I guess nobody could tell what was wrong. And at that point I was just like, how do y'all claim that y'all know me so well, but nobody is noticing anything? Everybody's just noticing that I don't want to spend time with them, and my parents are noticing that I'm acting out, but like I was not the type of child to act out. So I was just like, if I'm I was just like, if I'm acting out, then obviously there's a problem. So why is nobody trying to ask me what the problem was? I mean, I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't really know. I didn't really know what was going on, but I just wanted somebody to ask me, yo, how you feeling? Like, for real. Like, cause people be like, oh, how are you? You know? And I'm just like, oh, I'm good. And that's just what that was. And like, nobody was just noticing anything. And it was so frustrating. I just wanted somebody to just ask me, like, yo, what's going on with you? You feel me? Like, bro, what's wrong? And nobody did. Nobody did. I guess nobody could peep anything was wrong. Maybe I'm just a good actress, or nobody really knows me like they swear that they do. Either way, I was in this by myself, and I came to realize that I'm helping people here with relationship issues, here with family issues, here with, you know, whatever issues that you bring to me, I'm still here for you. You feel me? And I was just helping people, and it was so draining. Like, I didn't want my friends or like anybody to feel like I wasn't there for them, because like I'm always here for you. You feel me? Like, I'm always, like, you know what's crying on my shoulder. But I was still there, you know. I was still talking to people as much as I didn't want to. Like, I had to force myself. There's certain things that I had to force myself to do. Life still goes on, baby girl. Like, don't nobody care that you sad, so just suck it up and do what you gotta do. And that's what I did. It was very hard. It's very hard to be feeling that kind of emotions and not have anybody to talk about it with, and not have anybody to go through it with you but yourself. Like, and then so the pain and the sorrow was getting so much, and I was like, I should just end it all. Let me just end it. So many times that I was thinking, let me just end it all. Yeah, I wanted to end it all. I did. I just wanted to end it, because I was just like, this is too much. Like, and I would pray, and I'm like, oh God, please remove this sadness from my life. And it wouldn't go. So I'm just like, well, God, what's up? Are you even real? So yes, I started contemplating if God was real. Yeah. And I didn't want to talk about it with my mom. My mom is a preacher. I didn't want to talk about it with her because I know that she thinks that depression is like a demon possession. And so I knew I was going to talk to her. Definitely not talking to my dad. Definitely not talking to my sister, because she thinks I'm trying to be grown. So anyways, yeah. I wasn't going to go up to anyone and tell them I don't believe that God is real anymore. I'm also thinking about killing myself. I just want to thank God, because I could have been dead. Like, I could have been gone. Like, I would be like 2 years dead by now. But so yeah, I didn't have anyone to talk about it with. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I even, like, it was so bad. And then I went to college, which was really hard because I didn't want to go to class. It was really easy for me to just like not go to class. It was super easy, but then I was like, bro, you're gonna fail college, and then your life is over. So I had to force myself to go to classes. Still haven't told my sister. They still think I was trying to be fast, but I don't even have like the energy to sit and try to explain it to them anymore. And it kind of pisses me off when they're like, oh, you were trying to act grown, you were trying to be grown. Like, I wasn't trying to be freaking grown. Like, I know my age. Like, I was not trying to be grown. And they still say it, like, to this day. Oh, you shot yourself in the foot by not living on campus because you were trying to be grown. And I just feel like that's not what happened. Like, I went through so much for you to just sit here and tell me that I was trying to be grown. Like, so yeah. And then I started contemplating if God was even real, because like I would really be sitting here praying like, God, like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. Like, I don't want to feel like I want to kill myself. I don't want to feel sad. Like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And it just was not happening. Like, it was not going away. So I was like, okay, well, then you're not real. Because how can you see me going through things like this and I'm literally asking you to take it away and you're not listening? So you're not real. Oh man, it was terrible. It was horrible. Like, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Like, I don't want to ever go through this again. I don't know what triggered it, but I hope it doesn't happen again. No, how did I get over it? So, I don't even know. Like, I didn't believe God was real, but I still kept praying because that's all I know, right? I didn't have anybody to talk to except for God. And so I would just be like, yo, like, please, 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 like, please, come on, like, I don't want to do this anymore, like, please, please, come on. So I would just pray all the time. And I wasn't believing that anything was going to happen, but I still prayed. And I just started getting better. Like, I started getting over the breakup, and I started feeling like myself again. And I even just talked about it on Instagram. Like, I made a post about it, how God be doing things for you even when you don't even believe. So yeah, I prayed about it, and God just came through for the kid. Like, so I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna say thank you, God, for getting me through literally literally the hardest time of my life. It was just me and God, literally. So anyways, if anybody is going through anything like that or similar, or not like that but you're still going through stuff, please tell somebody. And if you don't have anybody in your family or in your close proximity that you can talk to, please talk to me, because I got you, babe. Like, like, I got you, okay? Like, I've been through it, I've come out of it. It's better to have somebody than to not have somebody. Trust me, trust and believe that. It's better to have somebody when you're feeling like this, even if you don't want to talk about it, even if you don't know what's going on, and you're just feeling some kind of way, whether it's anxiety or it's depression or anger or whatever. Like, and if you just want to sit in silence together, it's better to have a presence with you than to not have a presence with you. So please do not go through this by yourself. I don't recommend. 0 out of 10. I don't recommend it at all. 0, -10 out of 10. Don't do it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope, you know, at least it inspires somebody to speak out or check on your friends for real. Check on your family members that are acting out of character, because sometimes it's not because they want to be rebellious, or it's not because they want to be grown. It's just because they're going through that they can't talk about. So do that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodaloo!